First, I want to give all praise to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who are teaching this truth and sincerity, and a shout out to Yakim that's out here on four quarters of the earth proclaiming this truth. As we prophesy the downfall of America, which is also known as Babylon the Great, which is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. And so behind me, another place that had closed down years ago did this whole downsizing thing, and you can see that it has the old name, Cragen, which we know that O'Reilly's bought them out a long time ago, but it was part of the downsizing, so they had gotten rid of this. And as you can see, they've done nothing with this building, and this was quite a few years ago, probably almost 10 years ago. And this building's done nothing since. And then a few years ago, as we go over here, I'll show you what's happening here with Raley's, because they downsized to having only one store here in Reading, so they downsized Raley's. And so if you've seen the movie Because of Winn-Dixie, then you already know what they're doing with old, grocery stores. They're converting them to these fucking, what we like to call Plantation Christianity places. So behind me is what used to be a Raley's, center, and you can see that this whole place is being renovated to make it into one of them fucking churches, to, of course, lie to the people. And, of course, it's going to be helping FEMA to do what they want to do to round the people up. So we're prophesying the downfall of this place, been prophesying the downfall of this place for quite a while. Because America is Babylon the Great, and this place of Sodom and Egypt, our people, the elect of our people, are going to be delivered from this place, and then 2/3 are going to be consumed by this nuclear fire that comes, So, we're trying to prepare our elect so we can get out of here, because there's no future here. This is devastation, As I had shown Sears and Kmart closings, it very much affects these mid-metropolitan areas, because like I said, I think we have about a population of between 105 to 115,000 people here in Reading. So when you hear about big store closings, it affects this area a lot more, Places like San Francisco and all that, maybe not as much affected because there's still plenty of market and stores. But when something like that happens, like I saw Circuit City close down, and then I've seen Mervyn's close down, and just nothing good really becomes of it. It just means that this place is collapsing, these dumb, dick-sucking, bum politicians want to try to convince us that the economy is getting better. Well, if you live in a mid-metropolitan area, you can see how full of shit these goddamn politicians are. I mean, because, Mervyn's and fucking goddamn Toys R Us and, all these places had closed down here in Reading years ago. Mervyn's included, all closed down within the same time period. And then Obama came and said that the fucking economy was getting better. Oh yeah, he made the economy greater, didn't he? He brought Obamacare. People thought that they were going to get a break on that, and then find out that it's nothing more than a hitchhike, taxing more and more, and these goddamn rich Edomites made a lot of money off of Obamacare, because now it's the law of the land that you have to have health insurance or you get penalized. I'm being penalized every month. I should be getting $991. I'm getting goddamn $863. My rent is goddamn $700, but I got to also cover insurance on my fucking car, so that's another $110 fucking dollars. Where's the fucking money left? Oh, $43. Wow, whoop-de-doo. Can't get to a camp at $43, but I'm trying to get Medi-Cal reinstated, because that's the first thing I lost because of goddamn fucking Obamacare. So I'm trying to get that reinstated so I can get my motherfucking money, because I got motherfucking penalized because that motherfucking piece of shit, dumb dick-sucking fucking politician. And fucking Barack Obama, he ain't black, he's a goddamn Hamite, And that's another thing, People think that all black people are the same. No, they're not. There's a difference between Hamites and Judites and Benjamites and Levites. But, that's what the white man has told us, and then, just like another brother had brought out, Brother Malcolm, I believe, brought this out, that, why aren't they calling Elamites black? They don't even mention that, which are, so-called Indies, which are real Indians, by the way, because it was an insult to our people, the tribe of Gad, to be called Indian, but, it's a mistake that was never corrected, So I'm going to read out Amos chapter 4 since I read after chapter 3 yesterday. Hear this word, you kine of Bashan, that are in the mountain of Samaria, which oppress the poor, which crush the needy, which say to their masters, bring and let us drink. And that's, of course, now modern day, Babylon the Great, America. The Lord Yahweh hath sworn by his holiness that, lo, the days shall come upon you, that he will take you away with hooks, and your posterity with fish hooks. And that's what's happening, you know, all this posterity, you know, it's being taken away, you know, slowly but surely, and they're being pulled into this war, the Valley of Jehoshaphat. And you should go out in the breaches, every cow at which is before her, and ye shall cast them into the palace, saith Yahweh. Come to Bethel and transgress at Gilgal, multiply transgression and bring your sacrifices every morning, and your tithes after 3 years. So again, you know, this is talking about, you know, planters and plantations and everything, which we've been taught this plantation Christianity here in this place of Sodom and Egypt. So, you know, I'm going to jump down to verse 8. So 2 or 3 cities wandered unto one city to drink water, but they were not satisfied. Yet have ye not returned unto me, saith Yahweh. And so, you know, again, you know, he's calling out our people, you know, and 2/3 of our people don't want to return to him, don't want to realize that Israelites think that, you know, so-called white men are the Jews, you know, and that, you know, so-called Jesus is a white man, when we know that Yahweh is black, that is his name. But they want to accept these other names, you know, by these fake-ass fucking Jews. I have smitten you with blasting and mildew, when your gardens and your vineyards and your fig trees and your olive trees increase. The palmerworm devoured them, yet have you not returned unto me, saith Yahweh. I have set among you pestilence after the manner of Egypt. Your young men have I slain with the sword, and have taken away your horses, and I have made the stink of your camps to come up unto your nostrils. Yet ye have not returned unto me, saith Yahweh. I have overthrown some of you, as Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, and you were as a firebrand plucked out of the burning. Yet ye have not returned unto me, saith Yahweh. So how's he going to gather his elect from the 4 quarters of the earth? How's he going to gather us out of this place? By sign of them chariots, you know. And so he's asking, you know, for the people to come back to him, but 2/3 of our people are not going to listen, you know. But, you know, they're just going to have to be born again through us, the 1/3, the elect, the house of David. And so, you know, like everything else, though, you know, they'll flock to these fucking places, which are going to be your, you know, other spokesmen for the New World Order, because that's what the 501c3 church is, you know, and they're going to help get people chipped, you know. And, you know, the thing is, though, is that all this downsizing and getting rid of other stores and all that is really just getting people used to the Walmart Super Center, which are your underground tunnels to take you and haul you off to fucking FEMA camp, you know. And that's just it, you know, especially in a smaller area like Redding, you know. When these places close, man, you know, who does it affect, though? Sears and Kmart closing. Let's be honest. Who does it affect? Who goes to Kmart and Sears? Jakes mostly, the poor, the low-income people. Who are they? Jakes. So it's going to really affect us here, you know, because, you know, most of the tribes that are here are your Latin tribes, the Latino tribes, mostly the tribe of Issachar, you know, go to these stores. You know, we have the tribe of Judah here and everything else, but the main population of us Israelites is a small amount. You know, and the largest of that is, of course, the tribe of Issachar. We also have the tribe of Gad here, you know, because we were scared among the 4 quarters of the earth. But this is mostly an Edomite town. But you can see, though, that, you know, it's to affect our people, you know, because, you know, that's just it, though. You know, people equal shit, you know, in the essence that, you know, these fucking politicians going to claim to have the answers to, you know, and our people are going to run to these fucking goddamn churches thinking that Jesus Christ is the answer, and they're going to pray to Cesare Borgia, a.k.a. David Rothschild today. But the so-called white man is the problem. But they ain't going to tell any of our people that, so that's why we come out here, you know, to prophesy the downfall of this place. So, like everything else, though, the elect are being gathered, you know, and we're coming to the realization of who we are. And, you know, it's hurting Esau, you know, and the famine of the word is coming really quickly, you know. But just thought I'd show it a little bit this week, you know, and tomorrow I'll show you something else, you know, because, you know, not just grocery stores have been shut down here, but also fast food places have been downsized, you know, to only having one, you know. So I'll show you some of that tomorrow as well. Shalom, hope this has been edifying, and like everything else, though, you know, we are the real Israelites, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the confusion of faith that be among us. Shalom.